Okay, so we are going to start with this first equation as our example from those 6 questions I've given you. So this one, it's a circuit composed of 2 EMFs, 9 voltage and epsilon voltage, or E. Then we have 3 resistors of 2, 4.5 and 3 ohms. 2 currents, I1 and I2. I1 is being generated by the 9 voltage battery, as I2 is being generated by epsilon. So I1 and I2 meet at this junction and join up to give a current I3. So at that junction, from the junction rule, we can say that I1 plus I2 is giving us 3 amperes, as that would be our I3. So this is our first equation. Then now the next thing, we look at the loop rule. So we have to draw loops in here and a loop in there. So I can call this one, this is my first loop. I choose the direction of the loop, or the path, how it is moving, for loop 1, and this is my loop 2. So loop 1, according to the voltage law, it says that the total voltage or EMF across across the circuit should be equal to the total potential drops. The potential drops are given by IR. So for the first loop, loop 1, we have the total voltage to be 9, and since the direction of the loop is coming from the negative terminal towards the positive terminal, then this voltage is positive. So the total EMF should be equal to the total potential drop. So at 3 ohms, current is moving in that direction, and even the loop is in the same direction. So current is positive. I1 is positive. So we shall have 3I1. Then down here, current, which is moving down here, is 3A, which passes through the ammeter A, is 3A. So 3A is positive since the loop is going down, as current is also going down. So plus IR 3 times the resistance there is 2. So that means we have 9 minus 6 being equal to 3I1. And that implies that our I1 is becoming 1.0 amperes after calculation. Then now we go and look at loop 2. For loop 2, we look at loop 2. So for loop 2, you see that we should have the direction of the loop. Let me choose this. It is going upwards, then it takes that, then comes down and it moves like this. So from there, you see that EMF epsilon is upwards. The loop is moving from negative to positive, so epsilon is positive. So the total EMF epsilon is positive, should be equal to, there is only one EMF, there's no any other EMF. Then when you look at this current here, I2 is moving to the left, and when you look at the loop, it's also moving to the left, meaning that I2 is positive. So we shall have 4.5 I2 is equal to 4.5 I2. Now plus here, current through the 2 ohm resistor, which is 3 amperes, is going down, and through the 2 ohm resistor, and even when you look at the loop, it's also downwards. So that means we shall have 3 amperes as current times the resistance as 2. So that means EMF should be equal to 4.5 I2 plus 6. This is our second equation. Now from the second equation, we can substitute the first equation in the second equation. The first equation is I1 plus I2 being equal to 3. But I1, we have it as 1.0 amperes, implying that I2 should be equal to 3 minus 1. So I2 should be equal to 2.0 amperes. And therefore, epsilon should be equal to, when you substitute I2 in equation 2, you'll have epsilon as 15.0 voltage. Oh, but here it was 4.5. Please correct that. We will have epsilon as 15 voltage. Then now what is remaining is for you to find the current, to find the voltage across each resistor. For example, you should be able to find the voltage across the 3 ohm resistor. You should be able to find the voltage across the 4.5 and the voltage across the 2 ohm resistor. But that is very simple. What you do is, to get the voltage across each resistor, you use Ohm's law. You will say that voltage across each resistor should be equal to I, current passing through that resistor, times the resistance. For example, the voltage across the 3 ohm resistor should be the current passing there, which is I1, times the resistance, which is 3 ohms. So what was I1? I1 is 1 ampere times 3. So you have the voltage across that as 3 V. The same will apply for current passing through, for voltage across the 4.5. So it should be 4.5 times the current I2. I2 was 2 amperes. So meaning voltage across the 4.5 ohm resistor should be 4.5 times 2, which should be 9 voltage. Then the voltage across the 2 ohm resistor is 2 times the current, which is 3. And that will give you voltage across the 2 ohm resistor as 2 times 3, 6 voltage. So those are the voltages across each resistor. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy.